out in a bunch of like 2-minute clips at this rate. This is gonna be disastrous. Oh well. At least it's reconnecting in like 5 seconds whenever this happens. I might restart the stream if it keeps doing this, like a full restart. But we'll try this game, see how it goes. Anyways, if you'll introduce our players.
Alright, spotting in the bottom right, the blue Terran, Maru. And spotting in the middle left, the red Zerg, the apropos lean octopus on the Catalina, Lenok.
So, if you're wondering, here's our Cthulhu that we were talking about. Yes, this is why it's the octopus map, other than Catalina also being some sort of water reference, I don't exactly recall. You took Latin, do you know?
What?
You took Latin, do you know?
I don't believe it's Latin.
I don't think it's Latin. I'm more inclined to think it might be Spanish-based.
Well, that's still a Romance language, but apparently Spanish didn't ape Latin when it made that route.
Yes.
Humorous though, because Lenok's nickname is Lean Octopus.
Oh, okay.
He got that in 2011, I think.
I see. What for? Any particular reason?
Just tearing through everything.
Okay.
There's like 8 or something.
Okay. Well, this octopus only has 7 arms that we can find. So, Cephalopod is missing a limb.
Well, I mean, this is on another planet, isn't it?
Yeah, and I mean, technically it could, the other limb could be under the head and the rest of the body, so...
So, either it's an Earth creature on another planet, which is unbelievable, or it's missing an arm, which makes the people that don't realize that think it's unbelievable, so... I think Blizzard loses either way you slice this.
Uh-huh, Blizzard always loses.
Yep.
Because Blizzard is crazy. We love Blizzard anyways, apparently. Anyways, it's gonna be an eBay block, with, some, Reaper harass. So that's gonna force some early lings out, but all in all, this is not going to be, terribly significant. Lenok has a supply advantage at the end of this, but I mean, with mules coming in shortly, that shouldn't matter. And I mean, most of that supply advantage is in army, so, yeah. Inconsequential. It will mean, though, that Maru cannot just take his natural. He is building it inside his main, but these lings are going to slow the process down. So, I mean, it's all just like, okay, we've agreed to be annoying with each other, and yeah. So an Overlord dies to some Marines. After it scouts everything that's going on, it sees the factory and or saw the factory, basically the 111 opening. Maru is oversaturated. Okay. That's understandable. This will mean he'll just saturate his natural faster when he gets there. Lenok actually is already saturated entirely on both bases. I suppose he's a Zerg and it's a 7-minute mark, so that's more or less to be expected. Any tech? No tech yet. Just taking gas. 4 gas, actually. So this could be 2-base Muta. As the lair is complete, it could be a... it is 2-base Muta. Okay then. And I'm actually feeling pretty good about that, considering that I don't play Zerg.
Classic Hellion drop.
Oh, yes. This one has Marines in it, too. This is actually quite vicious. These mutas are... yeah, okay. Mutas are not coming. Well then.
Ouch.
I guess that's what happens when you have no army. That was fast.
That's how I like my StarCraft.
Well, what do you think of that match?
Looks like fire burns octopuses.
Ah. Apparently. Who won the first game?
Maru.
Okay.
Where he went bio in the end and got
oh
back
yes,
and won.
that's right. That's right. Maru's had some interesting plays so far. Kind of...
Indeed.
what was that?
Indeed.
Kind of aggressive openings, but in the end he goes for something and you're just like, wait, where did this come from? Anyways, this is Foxtrot Labs. It is a 4-player spawn map, but it is cross spawns only, so it effectually makes it a 2-player spawn map with 2 possible maps in one, in a sense.
Oh, Zenador, I think we have a new favorite unhelpful hint.
Oh?
Did you know your friends can try StarCraft 2 for free? Have them download the Start Edition from StarCraft2.com.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Anyways, so this is the, what is this, the 2 and 10 spawn? Is that right? As opposed to the, no, this is the, I'm sorry, 3 and 7 spawn.
I think it'd be 2 and 1 and
no, 1 and 7? Or 1 and 7 is it?
2 and 7 or 1 and 7, I'd say.
Yeah, okay. Anyways, why don't you introduce our players and then I'll talk about the spawn locations.
Alright, spotting the bottom left, the blue Terran, currently 2 up, Maru. And currently in the top right, the red Zerg, currently struck by the duality of going up against the second-ranked StarCraft player, who is currently 2 up against him, Enoch.
Okay, so, at the spawning...
2 o'clock position, wow, anyways, yeah.
Okay, well, never mind what I was going to talk about. It's going to be a, barracks rush, which, a double barracks rush, which, completely neutralizes anything I was going to say. It will be scouted, and, the second barracks will have to be, momentarily stopped in order to deal with a drone. So this is actually kind of bad for our Terran player here. He's going to have to work some magic. Wow, has Maru played a straight up game this entire time? I think Maru has opened with some sort of semi-cheese, like, every game, and not killed his opponent with them. Like, I don't think he can kill Leenock with this. The second bunker, barracks isn't completed yet. He doesn't even have a SCV on it. What is he doing? I don't know how he's going to... I think he's just going to... Yeah, okay, he's just going to abandon this.
The same wings can't jump.
And he'll start his CC to complete the wall. Okay then. And he's gonna keep a SCV by the wall to keep repairing that, as he knows the Lings will be coming across. They stop in order to deal with that Marine that was shooting at them from the ledge. And well then. Lings are going to try and delay this as much as possible. Okay, so now back to what I was going to tell you guys about this map. I don't like these spawning locations. They are annoying to deal with because of these rocks here. Now, you can stand a Overlord, Supply Depot, Pylon right next to these rocks and see both of them, but it's just so much space to have to defend because the opponent can attack you from any three of these locations, or multiple at once. As I was saying, rocks. Thank you, Leenock, for proving my point. The other thing about this base that's really annoying is that there is all this dead space in your main as well. So it's like you have this dead space here, or all this this frontal assault path, and then there's all this drop potential here, or mutas, or war prism, whatever you want. And it's just a very annoying map to have to play on, particularly in these spawning locations. If it were the other spawning locations, it's actually considerably more sensible because you just have a little bit of extra drop space, which is, I mean, most maps have some quirk to them, so it's not the biggest of deals. But then if you're Protoss, how do you wall this? Seriously, how do you wall this? There's no common way of doing it. What I used to do on this one is that I would take my pylon, I would put it here in the middle, and then I would wall from here to here. So I would wall from this edge to the gas, and then I would put my zealot in this between the simulators, and that would complete my wall. It was the weirdest wall ever that I used. But anyways, Maru is going to go for all in. He's pulled the boys and gone for a ton of Marines, and I think this is going to be from one cheese to another, I guess. I mean, cheeses don't have transitions, so as we learned from Haas, one really good way of dealing with when cheese fails is to pick a different cheese. So this failed 2 racks, proxy 2 racks turned into a 5 racks, and this was used to be, I mean, this is a very old strategy. When your 2 racks fails, just go into 5 racks. Like, I'm actually kind of surprised that Leenock didn't see this coming, because Leonark is a pretty old player. I'm sure he's seen this build before. But, I mean, it's like